are you? Welcome back to Health Mind with Alice. I'm okay this evening. I trust you are well. Today I want us to speak on something. And if you have been watching me, thank you so much. Been following me. I have so many followers now. If you have been watching me, thank you. And if you have not, you are missing a lot. Because this is where the platform we talk on mental health, we talk on nutrition, and very, very soon we are coming to financial plans or how you can manage your finances or financial talks. And today I want us to have a talk on something to do with our mental health. And that is something to do with overthinking. And maybe before we do that, I want to remind you that my official page is Health Mind with Alice. That is on Facebook. Alice Wanja on YouTube. You'll also get me there. Subscribe. Remember to like. Remember to share. Remember to follow me. Today we are talking about something that everybody goes through. All of us. Hakuna mtu ambaye yuko is not prone to this. And that is overthinking. Kufikiria kupita kiasi. And what is overthinking? Do you ever lie awake at night and replaying conversations or worrying about the future? You're not alone. Overthinking can drain your energy. It can cause stress. And it even affects your physical health. But today I want to show you how to stop it or to overcome it. And what is this overthinking? Kufikiria zaidi. Overthinking is when your mind is stuck on a replay. Kitu ambaye inaendelea katika akili yako. You know, overplaying, analyzing problems without finding solutions. For example, people, replay on past mistakes. Worrying about things you can't control. Or second guessing on every decision. So why do people or why do we overthink? Overthink maybe because of fear of failure or judgment, anxiety about the future. Some people also overthink because of something we call perfectionism. You want to be perfect. So you think about your past. Why did I do that? I would have done better. Some people also overthink because of childhood experiences or past experiences. And most of the overthinking, things that make us overthink, most of them are negative thoughts. For example, you may, as a teenager, maybe, if I think about a girlfriend, I'm planning to talk to her next week. What if she says or she gives me a negative feedback? Some people think about examples as like you may be thinking about, an exam you did, and you are thinking of, I would have done this. I would not have done it like this. I would have done it better than that. What if I fail in that exam? Some people also overthink because of a talk they gave. And I think I went wrong there. Some people think about their future. Maybe it's because of a test, a health test that you did, an examination test in a hospital. And what if it comes positive? A blood test. Maybe it's a disease that the doctor was examining. And what if the results comes negative? What will happen? And overthinking is so common. Everybody goes through it. But as we have said, overthinking will have an effect on your mental health and also on your physical health. Because why? This is because you will not sleep well. It's something that ulifikiria asubuhi, kikakaa sana unaifikiria, and you take a lot of time to think over it, and you are not getting an answer. And so it's very, very important to know that overthinking inaweza kukuletea madhara. Na haya madhara ni madhara gani? Let's look at the mental health, effects of overthinking. Number one is increased stress and anxiety. Overthinking will increase anxiety and also stress. And actually overthinking causes depression. Because you will overthink on something, you think about it, you are not able to sleep, and you are not getting an answer, so you continue thinking about it. So it causes stress and anxiety. That is constantly worrying about possible outcomes that leads to excessive stress. Number two is poor decision making. You're not able to make the right decision. When you're overthinking on something, you're not able to make the right decisions. By the way, did you know that? When you overthink on something, that is when, because now your brain is tired, you're not able to make the right decisions for whatever it is. Right now, people are waiting for the DV lottery results. You may be thinking, now what do I do? What if the results comes negative? So many things that can make you overthink. And it has very, very possible, effects on your mental health. Number three is that overthinking causes insomnia. That is when you are not able to sleep, and fatigue actually. Now because you are not able to sleep or to fall asleep easily, ukienda kulala hiyo kitu tu ndio inakuja katika akili yako. In case you happen to wake up at night, maybe you are going to the loo, hauwezi lala tena. Unaifikiria tu juu ya ile kitu inakuja tena. You think about it, you take 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, so your sleep is compromised. So the hours that you should sleep to make your body healthy is taken by the overthinking, or that thing that you're thinking about. The other thing is that overthinking can lead to depression, as we had said before. Because when you're overthinking of an issue, you tend to feel hopeless. Maybe it's a past experience of a childhood experience, or something that negatively happened, because very rarely do we overthink on positive things. So you realize that you are thinking about the negative things. And so it can lead to depression, feeling of hopelessness and sadness. And depression, as we said the other day, it makes so many people to die before their time. That is committing suicide. And this one was just brought by something very small that you've thought about. You thought about today, thought about tomorrow, thought about it in the next hour. You are just thinking and overthinking and thinking about it all around, because it's a cycle. The other thing is that another effect of overthinking is that it causes low self-esteem. Overthinking on your mistakes or criticisms can lower confidence and self-worth. You give a talk somewhere, uliimba mahali, you presented a song, and then you are thinking, maybe just one person told you, unajua by the way, the way you were dressed or the way you sang was not right. Or maybe that talk, or maybe that lesson that you gave, maybe a teacher, somebody just gives you a negative feedback, and you overthink about it. You start saying, I wish I had dressed in that dress. I had put on that dress. I wish I had revised on that topic again and again. So it causes self-esteem. Okay? And as we have said, overthinking can also have physical health effect. Number one is that it gives you headaches. Because yenyewe kama hutalala utapata headaches. Utaumwa na kichwa, because because you did not sleep well, or you are just, your brain is getting tired of this. When the brain gets tired, of course you'll have headaches because you're thinking of the same thing, just all round, recycling on the, replaying it. Yani kama tape tu una replay the same thing that is, that you are thinking last in the last hour, then this hour you are thinking, ukikaakaa kidogo inakuja tena. So it causes headache and fatigue. Mental exhaustion can manifest on extension headaches and consistent or constant tiredness. Okay? So the other thing, which is a physical effect, is that it weakens our immune system. Okay? Which causes chronic illnesses. And when our immune system is affected, of course, due to overthinking, it will make you be prone to diseases. Diseases like hypertension. And of course, because you are not able to sleep, you eat junk food, the body will be looking for energy. So what you learn to is, junk foods and carbs. And so you become overweight. It started by overthinking. You get what I mean? The other thing is digestive issues. Stress can lead to stomach problems. And me, I can attest to that, because if I'm thinking of something and I'm not able to sleep, the first thing is that my stomach will not be okay the following day. Stomach problems like ulcers. Some people suffer from ulcers. Others is bloating. You're not able to even go to the toilet the following day. I mean, your stomach is full of gas and all that. Or irritable bowel syndrome, which is called IBS, brought by overthinking. High blood pressure, constant worry can raise blood pressure, of course, increasing the risk of heart disease. How can we overcome this overthinking? We have said that overthinking, everybody thinks and also gets into overthinking of an issue. Maybe somebody who left you, or a loved one going through loss and grief, and you're just thinking about that thing, alienda kwa nini Mungu ulimchukua, you get? So you overthink, you replay, replaying like a cassette, like a tape. How do we overcome overthinking? Number one is catch yourself. Notice when your thoughts start getting or goes spiral, when you are thinking about the same thing. It's good to know and to understand yourself. Nobody will understand you better than yourself. Number two is, it's good to challenge your thoughts. Because many people overthink on the negative issues, like what if? What if something happens? What if something bad happens? Something bad happens or happened, and you're just thinking about it. So it's good to challenge your thought. Yes, I get this negative. I may get these negative results. So what will I do if they happen? What will I do if I fail that exam? You take steps. If you are thinking, or you are thinking about your rent, which you are not able to pay. Last month you did not pay. Mwezi huu landlord anagoja. Landlord wako anagoja umlipe. So what can you do? Because it's going to make you anxious, Sasa ukisikia knock kwa mlango unafikiria tu ni yeye. See? So you can start saving. If you are going out, stop going out and you're spending money. And you save that money. You can have a cushion of that for your rent. So it's good to challenge your brain and your mind, or your thought, that thing. So what if I don't fail, if I don't get it? What if the negative results come? So what will I do? So you'll have a cushion. Or a cushion to fall on. So if you have a cushion, then it is good. And it is good to challenge that thought that is keeping on coming into your mind, so that you don't become anxious. Number three is that it's good to set a limit of time. Set a time limit. Give yourself a set time to think. Then move on. Like maybe you're thinking of an issue. It's good to say, this one I will think about it today, or only the next 2 hours. But from there, I'll move on with the life. Yes, alisema hivi na hivi. Maybe it's a past experience. Yes, aliniambia hivi na hivi. I didn't do it right. Or if my girlfriend says this or whatever happens, I will move on. So you give yourself a time limit to think about it so that you stop overthinking on it. So give it a deadline to think on the same and then move on with your normal life. That will help. The other one is practice mindfulness. Stay in the present moment. We call it here now. Staying in the present moment, focusing on the present instead of worrying about the past or the future. I think this is very important. And that is where religion comes in. You leave everything to God. Live in the past. Why worry about tomorrow? Yes, it's very important to worry, but when it becomes you are worrying too much on it, you are overthinking on it, it will affect you. So it's good to live in the present now. Okay? And we stop worrying about the future or the past. Past is gone. But you can learn from the past. And about the future, you can have a cushion. You can say, what if this happens? I will do this and this. I will take action one and one. The other one is taking action. Overthinking thrives on inaction. Do something. For example, like taking an activity. If you're thinking of something, you keep thinking of it. It's good to break it. Like, for example, you can go for an exercise. You move around, you go for swimming, you go for a walk. And that one, it will affect or it will reduce the stress hormone. Your brain will be engaged elsewhere. And so the stress hormones will be reduced and will not continue being produced. The other thing is trusting yourself. You need to analyze everything to make good decisions. Trusting yourself, being positive. You don't need to analyze everything to make good decisions. What do I mean by this? Those people who are perfectionists, that I think I would have done this. Stop thinking. There's nobody who is perfect in this world. You gave a talk and maybe ulikuwa umepanga hivi na hizo point hazikuenda vile ulikuwa unataka. And so, because you cannot go back and tell people again, I want to give you the same talk again in a different version. So you leave it. And so it's good to trust yourself that whatever you give it. Full stop. Talk to someone. That's the other point. It's good to have a professional psychologist counselor. If there's something that you are overthinking about, have a psychologist counselor. Even talking to a trusted friend can help break the cycle. The other one is some people practice meditation or self-reflection, but this should be done with caution to avoid self-blame or ruminating on past mistakes. But putting or writing down that thing that is making you overthink is very, very important. Or journalizing, call it journaling. Journaling is when you remove it from your head, you put it down on a paper. It will help you and you will stop at least overthinking. I hope this helps someone there. So please stop overthinking on something because it will affect your mental health and also your physical health. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you. I love you. Remember to share, to follow, and also to subscribe, and also to like. Health Mind with Alice. God bless you. Bye. See you next time. Bye.